Yo guys, it's Kelly Gamer. Welcome back guys to another video. Today is episode number 2 of this Burnley career mode. Guys, if you haven't saw the football today, please check it out. Finished to Firmland 0, Kilmarnock 2. We met Euro Finlay, guys, he's been in the chat. We met him, he's a Race Rovers fan, he's a legend though. We met him and his pal. Big shout out to both of them. And big shout out to Alan Shedden, my friend, who I went with. But guys, very, very good start to the season. Captain, deserve it, so very proud. But anyway guys, let's go on to the second episode of the Burnley career mode. As you guys did see in the first episode, drew 0-0 at Crystal Palace, then drew Brentford 1-1, and then beat Tranmere in the Cup 2-1. Today we've got Brentford, deadline day, Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, and Chelsea, but potentially another Carabao Cup fixture in that time. But we've got a very big task on our hands. Alright, Finlay, this is going to be a good episode now. So, after that, I'm going to develop him as much as possible. He is staying with the club. Finlay, you should get your mate Stuart to try and find the channel. You should send him it. Okay, so we are on 2 points. We drew our opening 2 league games somehow, but oh well. Brentford, they've started the season with 2 straight defeats, same as Everton. I want Everton to go down. Wolves have conceded so many goals.
Sorry for ending the call loud.
It's alright, man, don't feel sorry. If we win this, guys, we can actually go level on points with Manchester City. How are Luton get on so far? Luton are actually starting to seem pretty decent. Who's top of the table already? Spurs and Liverpool. How are Spurs top of the table? Jesus. Okay, for the trip to Brentford, obviously. Muric will be back in goal. The back 4 will have a change. Maatsen will come back in. Brownhill, they're both doing pretty good at the club together. Benson will keep his place. Benson will actually move out to the right today. Goodmanson will start. And behind, and Alberton, who scored in the cup. It's a beautiful goal as well, if you guys haven't seen it. Nice, man. Nice. Kelly tell you die is the word you're looking for some Kelly fans. But guys, that is going to be the team for the first game of this episode away at the Brentford Community Stadium. It's going to be a hard game. Prediction chat, please, guys. I'm going to go, with looking at the league standards, league table so far, I'm going to go 2-0 Burnley. I think we have every chance of winning away because they have not picked up a single point this season. We've drawn open to. The away support today. Okay, I'm going 2-0. I bet Finlay, geez, the away support is really good for Kilmarnock. And home support, obviously. There we go, guys. Brentford, 0 points from possible 6 for them. From 2 straight defeats. Draws as they're still unbeaten on myself. Josh Brownhill, the captain, has prepared his fight in the Premier League for as long as possible. Brownhill is my great captain. I actually love him. Utter shite is the word you're looking for there. That's a Scottish word. And obviously, guys, if you guys don't know who Euro Finlay is, great guys, a Race Rovers fan. My team Kilmarnock play Race Rovers on Wednesday night. He's sadly not going, but I wish all the best to both teams. But obviously, I want Kilmarnock to win. But if it goes to penalties, go to penalties. Love that pal. Finlay, legend. Get your pal shooting and whatnot, man. So here is the Brentford team. It is David Ryan, goal, a very dangerous goalkeeper, very good at times. Back 4 of Christopher Ayer, Ben Mee, Xavi Sanchez and Rukio Henry, De Silva, Nudigan and Janssen in midfield. And a front 3 of Menamil, Kishuna and Waz. It looks like Ivan Toney has left the club. Come on, come Race Rovers. Respect, man. That would be the opposite with me, of course. Okay. Couple of changes. Muric comes back into goal. In the back 4, says Manson comes in. Daniel Benson moves out wide. Goodmanson comes in. And Adamana comes on up front, following a great cup goal that he took superbly. As we're hoping we can start today's episode with our first Premier League point win. Premier League first win of the season. It'll be absolutely excellent. We can. Let's go. We see he's going to be dangerous, but Connor Roberts, must say on Roberts, has put very good performances in so far in the league. Up against Roberts. He beats him very well. Go for the early efforts. Muric, I'm sure, touched that. Yes, he did. Corner early on to Brentford with the number 1. Least that he's saving. Least that he's capable of it. Good ball in. And Brentford, they had it down and Ben Mee gets it in. I did bet it 2-0, but it's going to change. And it's Ben Mee against his old team. 1-0 Brentford. Not the start we were looking for, but Brentford lead 1-0 at the Brentford Community Stadium. It's going to be very hard, especially on the roads. But I'm very disappointed in the start my lads have made. But Ben Mee scores his first goal for the season for Brentford, and it comes against his old club, Burnley, here at the Brentford Community Stadium. Ricca. Now Roberts. Into Benson here. Scored a superb cup goal. Goodmanson looks for Roberts, and Roberts, the Wales international, can't do anything there. Roberts will get back to his right back position. Sanchez. This is really what Brentford want to do. Matson away. Zuricic. Look for the through ball there. Goodmanson trying to win it back as Goodmanson. Good to see Goodmanson starting today. Good work over the top for Mbolo. He's going to be dangerous as anything. His corners have been dangerous so far. By Bells, on loan from Manchester City, of course. Benson looked for Andy Dumo, the striker, starting to come off the bench in the cup and scored that superb late winner. Done by Bells. Ricca to Zurich. The striker is still trying to get used to the system in the Premier League. It's a good ship ball from him to Benson. It's Manuel Benson to cross one in. Looks for Goodmanson. And it's forward it goes. Bells is going to have to try to deal with it. The goalkeeper deals with it. Well, he dropped it, but he got it in the end on the rebound, thankfully. It's incredible how this is going to be a very hard game, we know that. Burnley. Manuel Benson, he's going to have to run at that defender, Rico Henry. If he wants any chance of beating him, he really has done him in there. Rico Henry with the block. Corner, Burnley. We have scored once from a corner this season, we have. It's going to be Goodmanson to whip it in. Goodmanson. Look for Brownhill there. Huh. Lovely. Goodmanson. Back to Manuel Benson. Good ball in. Way by Ben Mee. It's incredible how Brentford really know how to hold it on to defence. Matson isn't there, but Kulu. Bells is going to have to hopefully deal with this. He doesn't, but he's sent back partners today. After that, deals with it. Well done by the Swedish man. Lost by Benson. Brentford really know they can take full advantage when they get a second goal. Somehow. And they're going for an early shot there. But it's wide of the target. I think that's Sanchez. Nope, it's Cubs. Huh, good man. Here's Zurich. Zurich. Up to Goodmanson here. And goes Adoma. He's claiming free kick, but nothing given. De Silva with the shots. Muric with a good save again. Muric is keeping us in this tie, at least for the time being. Benson. Domia. Look forward, but Roberts hicks it over the defender. Oh, it's lovely. And Goodmanson is there. Goodmanson fell over. Well, not fell over, he slid in nearly on the goalkeeper. But Burnley really know they've got to be competitive this season, the lads. Roberts. Can't win it. Janssen now. There you go. I am sure. Well, I know Airdrie's a tricky place to go, but you think Dundee would win that. Zurich. Forward. They lay it off as well again. And Mazurek saves it again. It's half time. Brentford 1, Burnley 0. Brentford won up at half time, but Mazurek Burnley keeper keeping the scoreline down at 1-0 for the time being. I'm going to have a team talk at the break with my Burnley players about trying to find something in this game. Everton play Nottingham Forest later. Going to make 2 subs at the break. We're going to bring on Danny Redmond for Goodmanson. I was a brilliant goal. Great assist by David Watson as well. And Afoba Afemba will be coming on as well. So too will Nathan Redmond, as we need a bit more attacking option of what we can do with our squads. Bells to Matson. Derisic onto Ricken. It's going to be a very hard second half, I think, but we are all, hopefully, the fans are backing us every step of the way in the second half to salvage something. Redmond over the top. Benson. Penalty. It's given for a handball. Lovely. But Nodegaard, the midfielder, with the handball. Is that handball? It looks like that. Ofoba missed our first penalty of the season. And we're going to give it to Nathan Redmond. It's Nathan Redmond versus David Raya. And David Raya can't get there. And Nathan Redmond scores his first goal for Burnley in the Premier League. Nathan Redmond is happy and delighted for the Brentford travelling, for the home travelling support of Burnley. A fullback missed our first penalty season. We give it to Nate Redmond today, and Redmond tucks it away into the corner of the net. It's a great penalty. I'm very happy to respond. My substitutions have made, and one of them, Nathan Redmond. I'm absolutely delighted he scored from the penalty spot for his first goal for Burnley. So signing for Bishak, he's really incredible what he can do for Burnley. Robert says it there, but Colosso, the Swedish man, gets there first, and he really has romped up a good performance at times. Foma to Benson. Redmond. This is a completely changed Burnley team in the second half. I've told them at half time, you've got to try and get a result, hopefully. Benson, great ball in as well. Put away by Brentford. Josh Brownhill, the captain, will get back with Rakan. The midfielders are capable of playing in the Premier League, of course. Matson, keep on him, Matson. Good from the man on loan from Chelsea. We're trying to develop him as much as possible this season. Play Chelsea in a couple of weeks, so he'll be unavailable against his parent club. Matson, lost by him, but Bells gets it first. Nice. Here's Matson. He's a little bit injured, but he will continue for the time being. Redmond. Ofiyama. He's just got David Raya to beat, but he goes forward to strike as the number 9, wide of the target. Josh De Silva is replaced for Brentford by Mike De Soda. I think he's had Denmark international. Or from David Raya. Benson. Bells. To Matson again, he's still injured, but Matson continues to remain on the pitch for me, and he's very impressive so far. Zucic. Matson, oh, bad ball in, headed away by Brentford. They still headed away. Well done, Matson. Surely that's not a foul, and it is against the man on loan from Chelsea. He's yellow carded. Benson's very tired, so bring on Nathan Taylor, and Bida will come on to defence for Everett with 20 minutes remaining still. But Matson, I don't think there was much in this from the right left back. He looked hurt. But just a yellow card, thankfully, for Matson. Just it's a good watch, man. Bells to Matson. Now Bells is going to have to try and get it away. Successfully does. Good possession. This is really good Burnley in the second half. First half, we looked very slow. And Redmond, who's in behind here again. Nathan Redmond. Look for Fabian in the middle. Oh, it's knocked away by them. Ricca wins it well back for Brownhill. Lost by the captain. Membolo. Matson is trying to deal with him as much as he can, on as much of his pace. Matson well in. Brilliant. And our final sub will come on. Vitino will be on for Roberts. Vitino, I'm going to give him the chance to him, I think, because he really has proved me very good that he can show a bit of quality. Roberts is off, though, is Roberts. Off goes Roberts. Good ball in by them. Away. Yamiana. Here comes Ricca, the defensive midfielder. He's really got his run on him. I don't know how he's still got it. He's just got David Ryan to be saved by the goalkeeper, and he gets the rebound. And great from the Italian to score his first goal in Premier League football, to really show why the quality is there. Why we brought him in from Torino, and Brentford really know they've let this away. It was all Brentford pretty much first half, even though Burnley was good in the first half, so unlucky though. But Burnley have scored 2 goals in the second half, and it's Rick on the midfielder, signed for Torino. Delighted. We have brought him in, and I'm absolutely delighted for Samuel. I'm delighted to see him get his first goal in Premier League football. He's really looking good. Finlay, you did predict 2-1, so man, is that heading our way. For our first win of the season at Brentford to remain pointless in the league. Lewis Potter. Keen Lewis Potter, I know him. It's a good ball in from him, but Bells gets it away successfully. The team really know putting balls over the top has been what they needed to do today. Try and do. Oh, and Afima. He's just got David Rice. So Bailey secures the 3 points. And Burnley have secured a massive 3 points. I am very happy with what I told the boys at half time. I didn't think we would win in the end today. I didn't predict 2-0 or 2-1. Finlay said obviously that, but I didn't predict it to be out this way. But he got it over the top. What a ball over the top. And a female, the man on loan from Swansea with his first vital Premier League goal, for his first Premier League goal of his career. It's incredible what he's got to do. He's been given the kit number 9 because I feel he'll be the number 9 this season and what he can do. But it's really how he is really hoping he will be absolutely incredible in the Premier League. He scores his first goal in the Premier League season after 89 minutes. That's 3-1. That is surely out, and surely that is a first league win of the season for Burnley. Up against Maatsen. He beats Maatsen. Well blocked in there by Jordan. Down he goes. Brentford will not end the game with 10 men. They remain with 11 men on the field. And now he's went in. He could be sent off here. I think he might. The winger was fouled earlier, and the referee is straight over, and it's a red card. The winger is down, the winger is off, and Burnley will end the game at 10 men. The winger's been sent off in a vital Premier League game, but we have won the game by 2 goals there, but he has been shown a straight red card. He's obviously angry at Adam Hickey for what he did to him a couple of minutes ago. But it doesn't matter, it finishes Brentford 1, Burnley 3, Burnley with their first 3 points of the Premier League season. And myself, we move on to 5 points. Brentford remain on 0, and they really know pointless is poor, but it's really had this Burnley team very happy indeed, especially with the second half effort from the lads. The lads know that the fans travelling back to Lancaster will be absolutely delighted. But I'll take a massive 3 points away at Brentford, surely. Yeah. The game between Everton and Nottingham Forest takes place later. Hopefully Forest win. Don't like Everton very much, guys.
Just a moment of your time.
He's going to we'll find a way for sure for the winger. He's suspended though. Every player was committed to their job today, especially the second half. We kept our shape really well, especially the second half. Thank you. But that is brilliant. It moves us up into the top 8 of the Premier League so far. Still unbeaten. Somehow. So deadline day has officially arrived. So is any players that would be willing to sell or loan out? I'm going to loan out Sloda, Prink for the rest of the season because he's hardly playing. Tucker, he's just going to get loaned out, but we'll offer him a new big contract, so it means he's still here when he leaves. It's from his loan. I'm going to let him go back to Brentford. I just don't think he's good enough for the squad. I just don't think he's actually good enough. So let him go back. What do you call him? Over Piani. We're going to give him a week. We're going to give him a boost. Give him, see if he can be a right. I think he could be a right winger. But training day on Dilated, allowed for training. With 9 hours to go. Obviously, I've still got my shortlist, some lads on my shortlist. Lavia seems to be growing well. He's left anyway. What's the difference after that alone? So we're going for this winger. We'll try and because I'm going to actually, guys, I'm going to play this winger as much as I can. I'm also going to try and develop him. Do we actually have any wingers that he could maybe want? What will they say to him? Plus £2 million. They just want 2 million. That's fine. 2 million is worth a decently rated price. I think he's going to have a big future of us, guys, but he'll try and get him in as much as possible. Not even much wage. Rotational for him, obviously. He'll be offered a long-term future with us. So it'll just be a starter contract. He'll be on $5,500. And he's fine with that, but he arrived on deadline day for £2 million. He's got a very good future with us to really help us on the cause. Guys, I feel we do need a kind of backup left-back type of player. So let's see who's on the transfer list. Or actually, we'll try the loan first. No, don't want him. And she just accepted a contract. No, he's not. So we're going to have to think of this, what we'd have to give him. 10 million plus, I need to give him a defender. Actually, give him no, I'm not going to give him Vitino. I think Vitino's actually pretty decent. Taylor, plus a fee of £10 million. They want 10.4 for him alone. So can we offer 8.5? 10.2. Kind of slightly doing it. 9.5 million. You want 10 million? That's fine with me. I'll agree with that. I feel we need a kind of backup left back centre slash rotation centre back. Rotation, what does he say to that? Important, he wants to be at Burnley. That's completely fine and optional with me. 23 years of age. He wants a long-term contract with Burnley. I have no idea what wage he's on. Okay, but Koza has joined on deadline day. He's left Wolfsburg for Burnley on deadline day for a fee of £10 million. I'm hoping that deal will be pretty decent. What did the board actually say to that deal for him? It's a B. What is he rated? 76. Now that is very good actually. I'll give him number 3 for the time being. See if we can get Charlie Taylor out of the club on deadline day. For the Italian. I'll give him number 33 for the time being. Hopefully Charlie Taylor will leave on deadline day. So we're letting him potentially go. No one right now. I've just brought in players that I think we needed to improve in. Four hours to go on deadline day. Charlie Taylor doesn't look like he will be leaving. He's now out on a loan for 2 years. He's went to Altel. 3 hours to go. Charlie Taylor doesn't look like if Charlie Taylor doesn't leave beyond deadline day, I will just release him from his current contract. Now we've got an offer. Fulham. That's fine. Fulham, please take him. I just don't think he has a future on my Burnley plans anymore. Charlie Taylor, Fulham in London. Still an hour to go. Is deadline day looking like it looks and it has been confirmed with an hour to go. Charlie Taylor, great servant to Burnley, has left for Fulham. £2.6 million. What do the board say to that? The board says that is a C. So Taylor is left with an hour to go to Premier League club rivals Fulham. It's going to be a very big inter-training season. To try and develop him as well. But the boys know they're all training together ahead of the new games. Happy birthday to me in the game. We've got Arsenal coming up next at home. It's going to be a very big game, but we did beat Brentford last time. You never know. Yeah, it's possible. We could beat Arsenal, but obviously we're going to have to play very well. But the game is on Saturday. It's Thursday training sessions. Arsenal 2 points ahead of us, though. Well, Zivic, he is banned today as the winger. But we're going to start Maatsen there today. We're going to play Maatsen out wide. I think I'm going to convert Maatsen into a winger, though. Because he'll be instantly in for a debut. Zdovla, he will make the bench. Afoba, he will start. And Nathan Redmond will start over Goodmanson as well. It's incredible how these changes will hopefully not affect us too much. Matt, so I'm going to convert him into a left mid as well. I'll take a total of 4 weeks. Predictions in the chat, please, guys. Here against Arsenal, it's going to be a very big game. Arsenal can be dangerous at times. So go in their black away kit. Well, we're in our home kit because we're at home. Ladies and gentlemen, guys, I'm going to go. Something tells me 1-0, Burnley. I think we'll actually win against Arsenal. But after beating Brentford, well, both sides still unbeaten in the league. Arsenal with 2 wins and a draw so far. Burnley with 2 draws and a win so far. Burnley beat Brentford last time in the league away. So can they win in their first home? Can they win a home game today? Brent Hill is desperately doing very well as captain again. It's going to be a big episode this and big game. Gabriel Jesus there and Gabriel Martinelli. He can tear up defences like anything. Can Gabriel Martinelli? Skriniar, their captain. So a couple of changes from deadline day have arrived at Burnley. Mirzic remains in goal. In the back 4, there's a debutant. Koza arrived on deadline day and makes his debut. Sibilic is suspended, so Redmond does come in. Matson moves up to left wing. And the fullback Manta is in. Zulicic is out of suspension. And only standing on the bench today, Colosso, who signed on deadline day as well. Arsenal starting line-up, it is Aaron Ramsdale goal. Back 4 of Tomiyasu, Bent, Bastoni, Junior and Sachenko. Jorginho, Partey and Odegaard is the midfield. And Saka, Jesus and Martinelli to front three. I think 1-0 Burnley in this game, but look at that defence. Come on, your standings as well. Looking good, Arsenal. Arsenal really know their Premier League. You've got to consider their unbeaten start, but so we. So we'll try. Odegaard. Ulrika, number 6 for us, is really showing why him and Brownhill love each other. Over the top from Jesus, Roberts. Trying to deal with Martinelli as much as he can today. Roberts unlucky not to beat him there. Zinchenko. Not on my bells. Down goes Martinelli there. It's Jorginho with a shot. Mirzic got down well to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper flew off his line. He's off to really knows he's a capable goalie, being my choice number 1 for the time being in the Barclays Premier League. Matson away. Kozumicki's debut after arriving on deadline day. Thomas Partey, handball by Thomas Partey. Something has been given, I think. Koza making his debut after signing for £10 million on deadline day for Wolfsburg, only 23. Still the capability of returning to Defo, the Bundesliga one day. Koza out to the right for Benson. Nice, on to Brownhill. Manuel Benson really knows he's livening up the fans here today. Benson into the middle. Bastoni away for Arsenal. Tomiyasu into Jorginho. Brownhill marking Saka as usual. Here's Jesus now. Play on, says the referee and the officials. Jesus to Zinchenko. Oh, not Zinchenko. Odegaard actually, but Mirzic saved it very well, did the number 1. Thomas Partey wins it back for Arsenal. I do think 1-0 Burnley, but you never know, anything could still happen, big time. Manchester City, they're getting beat by Wolverhampton Wanderers. Oh my, sit here behind Burnley in the table as well. And here's Jesus, and Arsenal take the lead at Turf Moor 1-0 for Gabriel Jesus. I was predicting 1-0 Burnley today, but incredibly, we know it's going to be a lot more difficult. But Jesus, Gabriel Jesus. That's why this Burnley team can't switch off. Being one of the newcomers in the Premier League, Mirzic couldn't get down. The goalkeeper's unlucky. The goalkeeper's been unlucky with efforts this season, but it's Gabriel Jesus with already his 3rd of the season. Good to Koza. Wins a throw already on his debut. Matson's moved up to left wing for this afternoon's team news. Raka looks for Roberts. Good header down. First Brownhill lost to Odegaard, but then he won it back. Good turn. Benson to Redmond. Redmond forward from Redmond. Forward from Redmond here. It's Roberts. His shot is straight to Aaron Ramsdale, but really how we are testing Aaron Ramsdale so far. He's just back to Saka. Palace and Tottenham. Think there's been a red card or something. Saka. And it's Jesus now. Madrid got down well this time. He knows he's already conceded one from Gabriel Jesus, so he's obviously trying to terminate it. Saka. Oh, it's a great ball for Gabriel Martinelli. It's 2-0 Arsenal at Turf Moor. This is going to be a very difficult game against Arsenal. The boys and the lads just can't do nothing. Mudryk again unlucky, as they flung himself across to the number one, but he just couldn't get an arm on it. And it's Burnley 0, Arsenal 2. Burnley securing what they can do in promotion. And they really know this is only their first league defeat of the season. Redmond to Matson. Because he's hardly been forward and hardly done anything up the punch himself. Jesus to Saka. Well done. Poza to Reka. Bear on to Brownhill. It's really incredible. We're going to have to try and find a way out of our own half, or Arsenal will absolutely destroy us. It's Odegaard. 3-0 Arsenal already. The Burnley back four aren't doing enough today. But 3-0 down. That is incredible. It is now Burnley 0, Arsenal 3, and it's Martin Odegaard. Great goal by the Norway internationalist. Mudryk never got there first again. Those Burnley fans who are here today are probably very disappointed in the number one. Of course, myself, I am, as his coach. But we need to really step it up if we want to stay clear in the Premier League. Goes to Reka. Matson. Into Rika. First attack of the game potential. This is for Burnley. If you can get a goal from it, it'll be absolutely excellent. There's Matson using his... Nice, man. Here's Roberts. Well done, Roberts. Cuts in very well here. Here's Benson now. It's Emmanuel Benson! I'm sure Ramsdale tipped that onto the bar. But Benson thought he'd scored that. Ramsey, I'm sure, hit that onto the bar. But a spectacular strike. Almost in the back of the net for Burnley. The hospitality is sold out today. Huh. That was a referee for Sam with death goal. Saka continues his run. Odegaard! But Mudryk this time got down to it. It's incredible how Arsenal destroys in the first half. It's going to be hopefully very difficult. Odegaard. Matson's beaten. Matson was beaten there. It's Thomas Partey. 4-0 Arsenal. Going into half time. Arsenal after killing our arse. And we know the Premier League survival hunt is not alive anymore. Mudryk unlucky today. Incredibly, how is Arsenal doing this? Huh, not bad, man. But it's half time. It's Burnley 0, Arsenal 4. It's incredible how Arsenal destroying Burnley today. Jesus, running all the ground's not even bad as well, but 4-0 here. Nice, man. What you wanting? What do you mean? Where you going to the pub? Well, I'm going to change the formation at half time because I feel we actually need to change this a bit. Matson, he will make the still wing somehow. And you know, on half time, Nathan Teller will actually come on for Koza. No, what are you talking about, man? Are you going to a pub and you want me to call Matthew? Is that it? Let me know. Doesn't matter, we need him on a defence. It's going to be really tough at 4-4-2 in the second half. Can that change something? Hopefully it can at times. But we really know we've got to start and get ourselves a goal early days. It's going to be a really hard second half. Watching the fans are going to watch. Burnhill. Adoa. Onto Nathan Teller versus Zinchenko. Benson. This is not a bad start to the second half. Skriniar, handball, penalty, Burnley. And Burnley have a goal chance, potentially get their first of the afternoon for a penalty kick. Roma versus Aaron Ramsdale. Ramsdale leads it. As Ramsdale just decided to stay down the middle, and Adoma will claim his first Premier League goal from the penalty spot. He's happy and he's in a Burnley jersey. Happy the fans love him, and the fans know and love him. As the number 10 is incredibly. Ramsdale just stayed down the middle and he put it into the bottom left corner. Not filling the corner, but I'm happy my team has started with the new tactics at half time. With themselves, we're getting ourselves a goal. And the striker claims his first Premier League goal. Forward from Odegaard, Roberts, well in again by Roberts. Roberts is playing much better tonight now. Roberts gets there. Nathan Teller, good ball for Adoma. He's going to have to get something of a ball in. And away by Arsenal. Forward from Jesus. Martinelli loses out to Roberts this time. Roberts is really destroying Martinelli in the second half. Nathan Teller is there. Lucky. Jesus beaten by Roberts again. Burnhill. Unlucky for the striker. Martinelli into Martin Odegaard here. Jesus well over the bar from Gabriel Jesus. Off goes Tomiyasu for Arsenal. Nelson Ricker. Teller into Ofumia. Forward from Ramsdale here. Well done by Bells. Jordan. Domela. Great turn by the striker. Great turn. Saved by Ramsdale, but the rebound can't go out to nobody. Hudson Saka just turns him inside out. Murder and the goalkeeper comes off his line and grates into the arms of the Burnley number 1. Recker to Teller. Adoma. Gonna have to really shake him off. Burnhill. Here is Roberts though. It's Roberts. Roberts across! And Adoma scores his second goal of the season in the Premier League. Great assist by Roberts. Burnley have really got the goals back. That's 2 goals back already. And time is still going. Rosso will be on for his debut. He arrived on deadline day. He's got a very good potential, apparently, so to play well for the club. But it's incredible how we know, switching to that 4-4-2 at half time. The boys are all warming up still on the bench. But Benson's off for the winger. Burnhill. Adoma. Onto Fobiani. Madrid, good save from him. 4-2 remains, but there's still a little bit of time for Burnley. Incredibly getting 2 goals against Arsenal's in a big achievement for Burnley. Obiani, he's got to get the tactics on this. He's got to try and get the run on the defender still. He is continuing his run. Skriniar defends very well. It does look like a Burnley defeat today, but it has been a very good performance, especially in the second half. Especially when the team fight to get goals. Brownhill. Nathan Teller now. Andoma continues his run here. Finds Roberts. Nathan Teller. Ricca. Well done, Nathan Teller. Brilliant. And Arsenal beating us 4-2. Finishes Burnley 2, Arsenal for Arsenal, 4-0 half time. But Burnley got themselves 2 second half strikes. Burnley's first defeat in the Premier League on myself. Finally, it's unlucky against Arsenal though.
Just got a couple of questions for you regarding the match.
I'll take time for the new boy to settle in. We all got to improve that, Phil.
Thank you.
We're on 0 goal difference now. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for the episode.